We often chase big achievements, believing success must be monumental. But true progress grows from smaller, repeatable victories. In this presentation, we'll explore how small, consistent wins build confidence, sustain motivation, and help transform creative routines into lasting productivity. Each time we achieve a small goal, our brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that rewards accomplishment. This reward loop strengthens motivation and focus, encouraging us to repeat positive behaviors. According to Amabile and Kramer, 2011, even minor progress can reignite joy and creativity in daily work. Consistency physically reshapes the brain through neuroplasticity. Each repetition strengthens neural pathways, turning deliberate effort into automatic action. That's why habits, like reading 5 minutes a day, eventually require less willpower. The brain itself learns efficiency through practice. Many learners set ambitious goals, but they quickly lose steam. The gap between vision and reality feels overwhelming, leading to inaction and frustration. Without visible progress, motivation drops, and so does confidence. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards breaking it. Small, consistent actions keep momentum alive. Every completed micro task provides proof that effort leads to progress. Over time, these small wins build a self-efficacy, the belief that you're capable of achieving bigger goals, and that confidence fuels further success. Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer discovered that the most powerful motivator at work isn't recognition or money. It's the feeling of making meaningful progress. Progress, no matter how minor, fuels engagement and performance. Their readings remind us that forward motion itself sustains motivation. When goals feel too big, shrink them. Instead of finishing a chapter, aim to write one sentence. Instead of an hour workout, move for 5 minutes. Tiny goals reduce resistance and make starting effortless. Success snowballs. Momentum comes from doing something, not everything. Celebration is not optional. It's part of habit building. When you pause to acknowledge progress, you reinforce your brain's reward circuitry. A smile, a check mark, or a quick "I did it" keeps dopamine flowing and helps transform effort into enjoyment. Every habit thrives on the action-reward link. Complete a task, then give yourself a satisfying cue, a stretch, a song, a coffee break. These positive reinforcements train your mind to associate effort with satisfaction, making consistency feel natural rather than forced. The cycle is simple. Set a micro goal, act, celebrate, reflect, and repeat. Each stage strengthens the next. Over time, this rhythm becomes self-sustaining. Momentum builds, confidence rises, and long-term success feels less like pressure and more like flow. Here's an example. A grad student struggling to stay consistent decides to read for just 5 minutes a day. They track their streak, share updates online, and reflect weekly. The habit grows naturally. What began as 5 minutes soon becomes a routine rooted in identity and confidence. Tools like streak trackers, checklists, habit journals, and timer apps make progress visible. These tools aren't about control, they're about clarity. When we can see our small wins, we're reminded that success is already happening one action at a time. Let's pause for a moment. What's one small step you could take this week to build momentum? Maybe sending that overdue email or opening a project you've been avoiding. Reflection bridges awareness and action, giving meaning to every micro move you make. Missing one day isn't failure. Progress isn't linear, it's cumulative. All or nothing thinking stops momentum cold. Instead, try to aim for mostly consistent. Real growth comes from recovery and persistence, not perfection. As Gabriel Isaac explains, improving by just 1% each day compounds into remarkable change. This cycle, set, act, celebrate, reflect, and repeat, creates exponential growth through micromomentum. Each loop strengthens both habit and self-belief. Confidence isn't born, it's built. Each small action proves you can trust yourself to follow through. Over time, these micro victories accumulate, reinforcing your identity as someone who takes action and follows momentum wherever it leads. The biggest pitfall? Trying to change everything all at once. Oversized goals trigger stress and quick burnout. Sustainable growth comes from pacing yourself, designing goals so small they're laughable, yet achievable enough to keep you moving every day. Let's pause. What small win could move you 1% forward today? It could be tidying your desk, sending a message, or rereading your notes. Each micro improvement compounds into meaningful change, the heart of long-term success. Here's your formula. 1. Set a tiny goal. 2. Take action. 3. Celebrate. And 4. Log your progress. These 4 steps can transform your habits, work, and learning process. Remember, momentum thrives on simplicity, not intensity. Writers, athletes, and artists all rely on small wins. Serena Williams refined one swing at a time. Authors aim for at least a single paragraph. Each repetition builds mastery. Consistency, not talent, is what separates intention from transformation. Small wins generate confidence, create momentum, and lead to sustained success. When progress feels small, remember it's still movement forward. You're not restarting, you're reinforcing. Every win, no matter how tiny, builds a stronger version of you. Thank you so much for listening and for showing up today. Please remember that progress will always beat perfection. So I hope you choose one small win right after the session, and it will carry you into your next success story. Cheers.